So I've lost some giants in my life this year. And part of the responsibility, I guess, is to mourn those people and kind of think about and miss them and think about those great memories. But I think the biggest responsibility though is to celebrate them, to remember them by remembering the life lessons that they taught me. And you know, I'll start off with this. One, Roz taught me the money value of time. And it wasn't that we really talked a lot about finances. It was more about understanding that every second of your life matters, and you have a finite amount of time in which to change this world. All right. So if you're thinking about things just from that standpoint, in that time that we have, man, if you're doing something right now and spending time in a place that is not giving you a return on that investment of time, where you could be doing something else, generate some revenue doing something else, and then use that revenue to power something else, some other thing that you enjoy, some other passion, some other purpose that you have to change the world, then that's what you need to spend your time with. It's time doing. If you think about spending time with people that don't bring that fulfillment to you, that don't enrich your life, then it's time to change. And so the money value of time was a big lesson for me. Now, the other thing is love can be extremely complicated, yet very simple at the same time. Loving something, someone, some place, it takes something from you, or you could put it a different way. You have to give something in that moment. So if you're saying yes to loving something or someone or some place, that's cool. But what if that thing or that place or that person doesn't give you in return the things that help you be your best self? You got to make a big boy decision at that point, right? And so you can think about the complexity and the difficulty of loving that thing, that person, that place, or you can look at the other side of the coin and just realize that you have a choice. Like, we make a choice in terms of who we love, what we love, and how we love. And when you think about things from that standpoint, man, spend time with the people, spend time loving people, spend time working on things, whether it be relationships, whether it be professions, whether it be careers, whatever it is. Spend time loving the complexity and the simplicity of it at the same time. And look, the last thing, which I think is just, for me, has been pivotal. I think about coming to the U.S. and changing the way I speak just a little bit, assimilating from a cultural standpoint, really just so that people could understand what I was saying and not really focus too much on how I was saying it, right? And so that the thought, the ideas that I was trying to convey was more important than how it sounded. And there's just this opportunity to be your authentic self. The reality is, kind of as I look back on it, there's been some slight modifications on how I say things, but people have always gotten me. They've gotten my true authentic self. That's how I've always shown up, and I think that's how we should always show up. And for me, like Gary taught me, just show up as me. Show up understanding that I'm different. That I may see the world differently. I may be built. I may have been created to do something different. And if I can be who I am and be satisfied, be really good with the genuine article that's myself, instead of thinking about, hey, I could be like this person, I could be like that person. I can just show up as me. I'm the only version of myself, but still work on that version of myself every single day. No one can ever look back and say that they didn't get 100% of me, right? When you show up, if someone can get 100% of you and you're comfortable with that, like it may rub some people the wrong way, right? Some people may think that you're full of yourself. Some people may think that you're being disingenuous. But the reality is this, man. You were created to be whoever it is you are. Show up as your authentic self. And for me, those three things, the money value of time, the understanding that love is complex and really simple all at the same time. And then finally, just being your authentic self. Showing up as who you are, being good with that, but still work on yourself every single day. and go change the world. That's it, man. Like, those are the life lessons that I wanted to share with you in terms of the impact of these three people on my life. And it's not something that's going to be just a 1 year or 2 year or 20-year kind of impact. It's a lifetime type thing. So figure out what the life lessons you're wanting to teach and the life lessons that you have that you want to share with others, and go share it through your actions. That is really kind of just how I wanted to leave it in terms of thoughts on leadership.